This is my review of the Benimar Tessoro 481, built on the Ford Transit chassis, 2 litre turbo diesel with 155 brake horsepower, which is nice for a vehicle that is actually under 6 metres, just under 5.99 metres, 2.35 wide and just under 3 metres high. This is the European model, so there may be a few variances from the UK models. This is the 2015 model as well, so obviously there's been some updates to upholstery and maybe some small changes inside. Here you've got access to the outside locker. We've got plenty of room for table, chairs and various other things. Obviously the entrance door, Tessoro 8-to-1. You've got gas locker there for 2 bottles, 2 11kg bottles. The bike rack doesn't come as standard, or certainly didn't in Spain, but it might do in other areas. And here we have the water, the toilet, emptying cassette, and access to the outside lockers here, water filling point and the vent for the water heater. I'm not actually sure if the blind or the awning comes as a standard with the vehicle, or whether it is an extra. This vehicle has a couple of modifications, but I'll go through them as we get to them. But this is the cab, the Ford Transit cab. Both the front seats swivel around completely, so you have armchairs in the dining area or the lounge area. Plenty of storage. We have storage up above the cab here, right on the front and the other side, and lots of various number little cubby holes where we can put bits and pieces, the usual bits in the cab there. Both the driver and the passenger seats have double armrests that can be adjusted. There's a curtain that can pull around during the evening, as well as having your silver reflectors on the windscreens and the side windows. Looking back into the vehicle, you've got the lounge area to start with, and then going back to the kitchen and toilet at the rear. The large skylight at the front of the vehicle makes it a very light and airy vehicle. I've got the blinds closed at the side here because it's rather sunny at the moment, but that can also be open for extra ventilation when you're stationary. And of course it has mosquito blinds and shades on every window. You've got pockets on the inside of the door, and the blind there does allow access if you want to peep out. So you've got a nice step. It's not too high, although there's good ground clearance on the vehicle. Then we have the lounge. This has a bench down either side, 2 seated rear belts for rear passengers, TV there. The table is electronically operated and can be raised or lowered at will. It also slides into the centre position, or it slides forwards and back. Lots of variations on position just by 2 simple hooks underneath. Under the front bench at this side we do have access, the same access from the outside locker, so you can get things from inside as well. And then looking back at the kitchen, you have a 140 litre fridge with a cooled water bottle section at the end there. We have cupboards or cabinets just above, plenty of storage there. Also in the corners, 2 lockers there and 3 drawers there, or actually 4 drawers, 3 long ones and 2 short ones. However, on the UK models, I believe that the drawers, or part of the drawers, are sacrificed for the cooker and grill, if that's integrated. If you wish, that is an option. The cooker top itself is a 3-ring on the gas, and we have the drainer, a chopping board, quite a deep sink, so decent there. And also the cooker has a drainage hole, so that if you do drain pots over on the cooker side, it does go into the wastewater. The fridge itself, as I say, 140 litre, decent size, not a bad size freezer compartment. And then down here you can stand your bottles of wine or whatever other bottles you want to use, and it's also cooled. We also have this quite nifty little narrow cupboard there, just for extra storage etc. You've got a 12 volt point and a 220 volt point there, or 230, 240, whatever you're using, whichever country. The bathroom has the shower, full-size shower, good size shower actually, plenty of room there. It's the electronic flush Thetford toilet and sink there, and quite importantly, ventilation. This fan has had a 12 volt powered air conditioning unit, which is very efficient. It's not standard, it is something that's extra, and it's also had an additional leisure battery and an extra solar panel fitted. Ideal for when camping off-grid, or just wanting to not use the electric hookup if you have to pay extra. The wardrobe space here is quite a decent size. It's blocked off at the back, so there is access from outside to another locker, but not that one, and the lower end goes right through, so you can see that you can access from outside or inside, whichever you prefer. The TV and the aerial come as standard, and over here we have the Benimar control panel, pretty standard really. Tells you what leisure battery, what car battery, what water levels, adjust the height, adjust the levels of the light, etc, etc. All very handy. As I said earlier, the lounge can be made up to a full-size double bed, or a good-sized double bed, which is very handy. But if you don't want to make your bed up every night, we have the normal drop-down bed from the ceiling. Simple switch, comes down to 2 preset positions. That being one, it goes lower if you want it. You can have the table fully lowered and have the double bed right down at that height. So that's my review of the Tessoro 481 by Benimar. All in all, very pleased with it, and I think it's a wonderful van.